Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I have come up with you to a video how to install MySQL in Windows 10 or Windows 11. So let us go straight forward because if you want to install MySQL, then first you need to install Visual Studio 2019. Okay, 17, 18 or 19, whatever you want to install, but I recommend you to install 2019. Then you need to go forward the next process. So for example, I will open up the Microsoft official website, Visual Studio. Okay, from there you can download the old version of Windows Visual Studio 2019. Okay, we will install Visual Studio Community 2019, so it is a free. Okay, so I already downloaded this version, so I will install it. Okay, so this is the first step you can process, and thereafter you need to download the MySQL from Oracle official website. Okay, so this is asking me Visual Studio installer. I will give a okay. It will download some basic software. So once Visual Studio is installed, we will go ahead with MySQL download options. Let us wait for this Visual Studio installer. So now it has asked me to open up. It has opened up one installation guide and asked me to install the custom package. So what I will do at this moment, I require only database. Okay, so I will just check it out. Yeah, data science and analytics applications and data processing. Okay, so right now I only need a data storage and processing. Okay, in the best case scenario, if you need Azure, okay, Azure development, you can also do. Say for example, I am installing this tool. Okay, and okay, data science and analytical approach. Okay, so I have installed selected these three options, and I will say install while downloading. Okay, and we get it installed. It will take approximately 30 minutes. So once it is installed, we take the next steps. It is a community version, so it has taken approximately 1 hour time to download because the source file are being downloaded from this internet. Okay, so next steps is Google it and type MySQL download. Okay, just Google it and do the download of MySQL downloads. If you go to the first link, then here you will see different options. Go to the last and select the MySQL community GPL downloads. Okay, in this case, what you need to download? You need to download a Workbench or MySQL installer for Windows. Okay, so just click on the Workbench and check the size. It is 45 MB. Okay, please download this one. And second is MySQL installer for Windows. Okay, so here you can see the size is 437 MB. Okay, I will download it. Click install. No, thank you. Okay, so it will get downloaded. I have already downloaded, so I will not download it again. And let us go to the installation media. Okay, so I have already downloaded 45 MB Workbench and installer. Okay, now I will install MySQL installer, which is 450 MB approximately 437 MB. Okay, I will go to installer and just close this Visual Studio. This Visual Studio is asking me to open up. I will just open up first time and we'll close it. So right now we are installing MySQL. So it is just testing the configuration of your computer system. It will take couple of seconds. Yeah, now my installer got started. So it will first open up the pop-up windows which will ask us to choose any setup type. So here in this case you can see in default developer options, MySQL server, shell, router, workbench, MySQL Visual Studio, everything is included. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to select first one and hit a next. Okay, so it will show you which are the options ready for downloading and going ahead. Okay, so I will go to execute. So one by one everything will be being downloaded and we get it installed. It may take a few minutes, tentatively 5 minutes or so. Okay, so everything got downloaded. Now hit the next, install all. It will again take a couple of minutes. MySQL got installed. Let us hit next. Now we will configure MySQL server. Okay, so just hit next. Next. Here you need to give the password. Okay, so for simplicity I will give my password as a root. Okay, and just go ahead. This is a Windows service name, MySQL 80. Just hit a next, execute. So it is taking configuration to finally install your MySQL server. Okay, let us wait for a couple of seconds. Just give next. Here it will ask you to give the root server password. We have already written the password called root, so we'll give here and we'll test it that is yes or no. Here you can see connection succeeded and positive tick mark. Then go ahead, execute. So you just need to do next. Okay, so now MySQL has successfully got installed. Next, finish. So this will just validate your MySQL Workbench. So let us wait for its validation. Correct. So now exit it. Just close this icon and your MySQL Workbench will get it open. Okay. So let us open this local instance. So if you are hitting the first time, then it will ask you to provide the password. So make sure that the password which we have set, we should give it here. Okay. So this is a MySQL Workbench. So you have learned how to install a MySQL Workbench from scratch. If you have any query, feel free to post in this comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video.